What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having a great evening. Gonna be playing more games of Zoroark tonight as we keep grinding it. I want to try and get up to like 50 games with it over the next week or so. Definitely got a lot better with the deck as the day went on. Hey, what's up? How are you? Got a lot better with it as the day went on yesterday. Started off a little bit rough and then started playing much better. So that is a good thing. What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are having a great evening. Gonna be playing more games of Zoroark tonight as we keep grinding it. I want to try and get up to like 50 games with it over the next week or so. Okay. All right, let's start the grind. Maybe get to 400 today. I'm not sure. I know some live games. I'm just gonna play ladder. If I ever do like viewer stuff, I'll definitely put it like in the title. I'm just gonna grind ladder though. I wanna try and like, how many more days even of ladder is there? Anyone know? Oh, 4 weeks. Oh, it just started. Got it. Journey to 2000. I've like never like genuinely, there's like one thing that's kind of interesting. I never have genuinely like grinded ladder. Like the times I've been to Arceus is probably like 10 and under. Like the times I've been to Arc. Any advice for worlds? This is my worlds, first worlds. Yes. My advice in Masters is that you have to understand that if you are playing a deck that is a 50-50 deck in the format, you better know how to play that deck perfectly if you actually think that, or like if you actually want to see success. At these huge tournaments like NAIC and Worlds, we oftentimes don't see the best player win the tournament. That's actually something that's really interesting if we look at it. Like the last, like let's take a look at like let's look at 2025 world, or not 2025 worlds, 2022 worlds. Andres Skubal was not the best player in the room, but played a deck that could just beat some of the most skillful decks in the format because it had a degenerate strategy. 2023 worlds, Vance Kelly was not the best player in the room, and these players would admit this, by the way. However, they played a deck, or like I'm confident they would. They played a deck that had the ability to beat the better players because of how powerful their strategy was. 2024, Fernando Cifuentes was not the best player. You know, like he's not 𝙄𝙄𝙎𝙏, right? He played Iron Thorns. Now, obviously, Ian Robb gifted him a top cut or a top 4 berth in that event, but still Iron Thorns as a play was a deck that most people could probably play, and the amount of outplay potential you have is not extreme, right? And this is not to diminish any of these players' results. They're incredibly smart for making these decisions, and they knew how to play these decks extremely well, and they're extraordinarily competent players, right? I mean, even let's say look at this most recent North American International Championships. James Kowalski has 2 cash placements all time before this tournament in the Masters division, right? But he played a deck that he knew how to play, that had the ability to beat players that were better than him. And that is one thing that you have to look at when you're preparing for a tournament, right? That's one of the biggest things you have to look at. You have to say, am I going to be able to play this Dragapult deck as good as 𝙄𝙄𝙎𝙏 can? Or Henry Chow? Am I going to be able to play Zoroark as good as Liam Halliburton? Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, congrats to Luke on the W, dude. I'm so happy. That's so sick. So sick to see. I'm happy for him. I know he's wanted that big IC win, I bet, you know, because he saw so much success, you know, in regionals and stuff. So to get this just huge IC win, dude, I'm pumped for you guys. So like, I mean, even like last year we saw Riley win with Gardevoir, right? And like Riley is just so good at the game with Gardevoir. Like he was just a Gardevoir genius. Like he knew how to play the deck so well, right? You know, Bradner won NAIC last year. One of the best players to ever play the game, right? Just crazy good, you know. Just get these. Kind of okay with that. Crazy ride. Yeah, that was a crazy ride for sure. I could have pushed for KO with like Petra in here, but like then I just kind of lose to Stamp. I think I can just pass here and do nothing and be okay. So like for Worlds, how I will approach it from my standpoint is that if I feel like there is a deck that is just so overly broken, then I will potentially, like, I feel like I'd be stupid not to play it. But if I feel like I don't know if like in this exact format I would play Dragapult again, because even myself, I don't want to play mirrors against a bunch of top players. It is a disaster. Like one of my biggest regrets was playing Gardevoir to 2024 Worlds because I should have just played Regidrago because Regidrago was just the insane deck for that tournament. But how I was so stressed playing 50-50s against everything. Like it's so painful to do that. How fast you got go through cards? Oh yeah, yeah. I have no idea what's happening here. I mean, I guess I can kill the Dracolook, right? I probably don't need this thing. What do I actually want to get rid of here? All kind of good. Can I get rid of a tome? Drago's broken. Yo, so try my best. I don't know. I think my group's like process for like NAIC was good. But the deck, like, I mean, it's like we played Gardevoir Rapska. I mean, Azul didn't play Gardevoir Rapska. He bailed on the deck, or he actually was really never wanting to play it. But like me, Caleb, Brad, and a bunch of other people, played the deck, and it felt really good at times. But it just playing Pult Mirror just felt so mediocre, I guess. All right, that's annoying. Like I just hated playing, like I just hated playing Mirror, because like Mirror felt like you could beat anyone, but you like in mirror, but like there are just games you just get itchy pollen out of the game, right? You just get high rolled out of the game completely. Nothing you can do. And like that was something. Peace. Not find it. That was something that was immensely frustrating in the tournament. Energy because you have stretcher? No, I'm item locked. Yeah. Lock in next season. Yeah, I'm gonna like how I approach tournaments is gonna be completely different next year. I'm gonna approach how so 2023 or 2024 2025 was my best season ever. Like you know, won a regional, top 32 worlds, top cut Louisville, won $25,000 excluding stipends. That was the year that I felt like really good. The year that I felt the best was 2022. That was a year that I felt like I was I felt like in 2022 I was like a top 10 player. But then people caught up, and I just did not play very well for a couple of years. I just couldn't figure it out, I guess. And then last year, there definitely were some runs that went very well for me, but like this year I blew so many tournaments. Like I blew so many tournaments. Like there's so many events that I look back at and just boneheaded decisions. Like I think I fumbled a 603 start at Milwaukee. I blew a 5-1 start at Monterey. I blew a 5-0 start at Indy. I blew a 7-1-1 LAFC start. Like just it was a disaster. I mean, I still obviously, you know, did fine, and like, you know, my standards and stuff are, I guess, a lot higher than the average person, so I apologize if I sound, I guess, narcissistic here. Not the intention. But did all Blitzel win? He played a deck that he knew how to play and could beat players better than him, and made an amazing meta call. That's literally what it was. I think James would admit that too. I'm like very confident James would admit that. But he deserved it. He played an amazing meta call. Okay, what do I want to do with this? Want to dash the luck? I mean, like, yeah, like to win a tournament, you have to get lucky. Like that's like one thing you have to understand. Like to top cut a tournament, oftentimes you have to get lucky too. Like you have to like be very good at the game and also get lucky. That's just the game and what it is, right? I actually don't. Okay, I mean, I can KO this thing, but I wonder if me just Zekromming here and just attaching to Monkey and punching was better. I mean, if I wipe this thing, can they really do anything? I don't know, but I didn't even price. Okay, the Petron is there. Is the black belt there? Oh, the black belt's not even here. Oops. Okay, well then this should have been done completely differently. My bad, my bad. Wheel. That's fine. Mistakes were made. I can just tome. I can tome the Meowth. Wait, I need pad actually. I think I'm okay with this. Okay. One thing you have to do, by the way, with this deck is price check. That's like one thing I'm realizing. Is like you need to price check this deck pretty frequently. Because I'm not doing that. So do that. I think we'll tome. I kind of want that to be pet. I think we're just gonna do this. I like don't even know if I want to put it on the board because I have tome. That's like what I'm kind of struggling with right now, is if I want to do that. I mean, this is like pretty good. I want that for trade. And then we just monkey KO that. I got a little lucky at Houston for top cut. I played well, but some luck played a role, and I'm willing to admit that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it happens. Like, but yeah, the thing that like hurt me this year, and like I realized this, was like my preparation for events was so bad. Comparatively to like what like I try and achieve, essentially. I went to so many tournaments that like what I would do is I would just like go to one event and then show up to the next event and then show up to the next event and just keep going like to tournaments, and like I didn't have time to sit down and prepare. So what I'm probably gonna do next year is we'll do all the NA events, all the ICs, you know, per usual. I think I'm gonna skip all the European events unless the first European event is the first one of this season. I will go to that one. For example, if the first regional's in Frankfurt or something like that, like I'll do that one. But I don't think I'm gonna spam all the EU events. I would like rather stay at home and prepare myself fully for tournaments, I guess, if that makes sense, and like go back to like doing a process of testing that I used to do. So that's like my goal for this next season. This is like have better testing this season, though. Being 4th place with 5 majors feels pretty good. Yeah, I mean, you did a great job. I mean, you can't complain, right? It's a pretty good season for you. Okay, I think I want to KO the Frogadier. Trade. Trade. That's pretty annoying. Well, I can't reasonably Meowth because they're at 4. That would not end well. I guess I could KO the Frogadier, and then they go what, Boss Shinobi Blade, KO it down to 2, and then I still don't have any damage on the board, so it's like effectively the same thing. I was hoping to find my own boss here, because if my boss's order is this, they're in a really awkward spot, because then if they punch, I go KO and then KO something else, and like I kind of just win the game. Whatever, fine. I'm a racing fan, so this makes sense to me. This isn't NASCAR when you're racing every single week for 3 to 4 months. This is more like F1, take breaks, spend quality time preparing. Yeah, no, definitely. Like that's how like it should, like that's like doing the entire full circuit. It's like very hard to actually prepare. You essentially have to like pick a deck and only play that deck over and over to tournaments repeatedly, because if you change and you have extremely lofty goals, you're gonna have a hard time. Like if I have an event that ends on Sunday and the next event is in Europe and I have to leave on Tuesday, I don't get time to really prepare properly with another deck, which to me would be playing 150 games of the deck. Hard for them now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're still fine here. I just would have liked to do the cooler play. For selfish reasons. The big issue is black belt is prized. However, if they attack me with Greninja here, I'm pretty okay with it, I think. Because I can like KO 𝙄𝙄 and then punch the Mega potentially. Like there's plays I can make. Not sure. Let's see what happens. See how it goes. I don't think they could get that off, but it's fine. Okay, this might be an issue. Can I ever go punch and then stretcher Monkey Dory, tome the Monkey Dory off the board, then I get it onto the board again, KO, KO? I can. Okay, I have a pretty cool play I can make, I think. Not sure if it will work. Okay, so I hit for 250 this turn. $250. No, I could just also Petrant this turn. Petrant, punch. I could also Yveltal this turn. Oh, I prize Yveltal too. Do you have it in hand? Hitting for 250. Better to experiment now. Yeah, like that's why I'm doing these Zoroark streams. I'm like playing a deck that I haven't played very much of in a while and like trying to figure out what to do. The whole issue right now is the fact that there is a the black belt is prized, or else like I'm just in a very good spot. That is the whole problem with this situation. Is I just don't have the card that I need. Like, your deck has to have black belt typically to win this matchup, so it makes it pretty difficult. Fucking darn boss. Well, I can't because there's Shaman. Oh, I mean, I guess I could like bring up the Shaman, KO the Greninja, Monkey Dory, but it's like that's kind of cool, actually. Oh wait, no, but I would also need the monkey. Yeah, maybe that play's kind of cool, I guess. I might be okay though. Let's see.
Oh, hi, Pikachu. I thought you and Ash were gonna go
I don't have the red card because I traded it away early. Benefit a lot from Reshiram. There's definitely some spots where Reshiram would be pretty good. Like the situation, I just have game with Reshiram. Because they would punch me for 170. Or I guess most likely they'd hit me with the, like, I guess if they hit me with Mortal Shirk and then I'd just win the game, I'd go Monkey KO. Yeah, like there's like some situations where Reshu would be pretty good that I've like ran into because you can tome it onto the board, which like makes it pretty awkward for them. Maybe the play here, yeah, was like not to bench the Monkey Dory, was to save the tomes and then tome into Darumaka and then Stretcher evolve, Stretcher. Wait, what? Oh, they're just gonna grab boss here. Since I don't, okay. The whole problem is there's not enough damage on the board. I can't get the Yveltal out of the prizes. That's the whole issue. Yeah, they're down a boss. Yikes. So the Darumaka play wouldn't have even worked. Well, yeah, it wouldn't have worked, unfortunately, though, because they just would have made this play, which would have resulted in the same thing. I always would be short. I wouldn't have enough. I would have had, it would have had to hit into my Zoroark. I don't think there's anything I can do. I mean, is there any way I could trap something this turn? I could like shred this. I mean, if, oh wait, no, the Mochi screws this over. Never mind. All right. I mean, I probably lose anyways. Okay. Maybe here, I'll try Reshiram. I want to see what Reshiram does, because like Reshiram definitely would have like opened up some plays that game. There's a lot of plays where Reshiram seems kind of good. I mean, it like, good energy. All right, try again. Funk the Greninja. Couple at the same turn, maybe. Well, no, there was only 10 on the dude. I only had 10 damage. The play that I needed to make, it wouldn't have worked. He had a 10 card hand, and he almost certainly drew a boss. I was gonna go shred. Okay, if I had red card, I could have won that game because the play would have been like Gus Shaman, red card, shred for 70. We poisoned it. Yeah, but that doesn't matter because I always lose the next turn. That's the thing, Aura. I always lose the next turn. Nah, I started to rush him immediately. Pretty bad starter because you don't know what you actually need it for. So like Ape is the better starter. Like, for example, this matchup, this Reshiram would just be a dead card on the board. Like, absolutely terrible. Okay. All these. I don't play 𝙄𝙬 in this list, so I mean, it's gonna be pretty hard for them to do anything next turn. Patch. Let's see. Incoming lilies. There's a punk helmet in their deck. Couldn't matter too much. It does make it a little bit annoying. Why did you cut 𝙄𝙬 from Tor's list? I just was never using it. Like so many of the times where I was 𝙄𝙬ing, I'd rather Tatsu. I don't know if you need it. If this I was about to say, if this person actually hit that, that would have been kind of ridiculous. Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I mean, the tome here is like pretty good if I can get this Meowth off the board. Yeah. So we'll see. Ireno. I don't think I'm ever KOing this turn. Yeah, I think I'm just going to trade away these. I'm just going to go for boss next turn. I think we're just going to bail on this turn. Because me taking one prize doesn't do anything. I think we just bail on the turn entirely. Okay, that's pretty good. Because I can tome the... like, if I could draw, like, Darmaka or something like that, I could then Ultra Ball tome the Meowth. I guess I wouldn't want to put Darmaka down because this is weak. Okay. Is it a Reshi line? Is it drop Reshi on board? That's like an actual thought here. I mean, do I really think they have energy plus way to retreat plus gust KO Meowth? That is the $1 million question here. How much do I respect them? Or I guess respect what they could possibly have. Okay, I'm gonna get this off the board. And split the energies and pass. Because now they have no KO, that they have no 2-price KO essentially. I mean, obviously the 2-price KOs lie within Zoroark, but this has a punk helmet on it, which means that they're not able to Mochi and KO the Zoroark here, right? So I am going to assume that they can't get it this turn, and then it opens up me for the possibility for Mochi Boss. We'll see how it goes though. I gotta add, what did you get for Resh? Oh. I cut the 8th energy. I think. Thanks, my boy. You think Zoroark and Polt have a strong share in Worlds, something like 20% each? Nah, Polt will be like 30%. Zoroark will be like 8 to 10. Maximum. Polt is like too strong of a deck to not like eat up so much of the percentages that we see, like 38, 8, 8, 8, 8, right, of all the other decks. All right, see you, buddy. Good night. Okay, the fact that they evolved the Zoroark here is like pretty good, because now we can prize race them, which is pretty sick. They're bossing, that doesn't matter. That means they're gonna bail on the turn, probably. I don't know why they are bossing here. This doesn't really do anything. It just makes it easier for me. This is just a terrible like boss's orders. There's like no point because I have more outs in the situation. Okay, like if I get Petra, I can retreat, right? But now I could end this castle and retreat. So, what made you keep the Ruffian? Yeah, I mean, it just beats Crustle. It's really good into Crustle, which at Worlds, I would definitely play a tech for Crustle, I think. But like, it's like also not bad in other situations. Like, it's like just genuine. It's just like generally decent. Do they not have a way to retreat here? Oh boy. All right, we should be fine now. If I can find an energy, that's the one thing we need. No energy. Okay, but I do have Mochi. Can I find an energy, please? Okay, there you go. Also, the 2 tomes are huge because I prized double Zorua. That's everything I could have asked for. Too low, lower. Oh, thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. No, it's not rude at all. Is that better? Should be better now, Leon. I don't know why it got loud. It's weird. Should be better. Should be better. Yeah, that's the YouTube music. The YouTube and Spotify music are completely different. I use different soundtracks, Zesty. So on YouTube, you can't play copyright music, or it demonetizes the entire thing. On Twitch, you can get away with it a little bit better. So I play my Spotify playlist, or a Spotify playlist on Twitch. And then I just play like lo-fi Pokemon music on YouTube. Yeah. It's gonna be a sketchy one though, chat. Well, might be a little bit of a clencher this game. It's like my board is like kind of iffy. I got the black belt. Okay, we're gonna send up the rush rim here. This is 40, right? Damage when attacked. 40 more damage. Okay. The Meowth is in there for black belt. Sick. I think we start with the trade. That's good. It's really good. I'll take it. So Mochi's going to be the easiest thing for the next turn, so I would kind of like the black belt this turn. However, it's kind of awkward. How many stretcher do I have? I would have a stretcher left for Meowth. Okay. The biggest thing is that, like, if I bench the Pheasantipity, I'm gonna get red carded next turn most likely. I think we're gonna go for this play. And just rely on black belt to finish the game. That's good. I guess I could look for like more stuff. Like that. That's what I was looking for. Okay, drawing the box is a little bit annoying, but it's fine. Essentially, what I have set up now is I can draw black belt or stretcher and I win, which I'm pretty much... Oh, I definitely keep the Tatsu, because if I draw Tatsu, I could retreat into Tatsu. Do I want to draw on a Tatsu, I guess? Yeah, Tatsu gives me black belt for game. I guess is the play here just to secret box and thin the deck? This might just be a secret box angle. The secret box thin the deck. Yeah, I think because if I don't get red carded, I win. I like take this, and like this. And then I'm guaranteed... I know I take this. Because then if I get red carded, I could draw Boss's Orders. Buddy Puffin would get me game. I guess I don't take them both. Yeah, definitely not. Sure. Let me kill. The transformation tome. Well, because I just didn't want to black belt this turn. That's the reason why. The whole idea was just not to black belt this turn and just so the reason why I did this was I looked at it and I was like, okay, if I Lily's Determination this turn, I can find an energy, hopefully, you know, to attach to my Zoroark, maybe a PP up, which I did, and then I have black belt and yeah, like I have like my black belt in my deck, which means I just win the game at this point because I can draw for turn, Fez, and then trade. If I black belt, I can't Lilies and I can't thin my deck, which thus then leaves me vulnerable to getting red carded and having too large of a deck to actually be able to finish the game. So I think this was the better play. It's okay. Like it's like pretty good against Dragapult, but yeah. Because like if I lilies, I thin my deck enough to the point where like I can draw game. Yeah, you have to play now around, like, you can take, like, the one thing you can do with, like, red card is you can take advantage of the fact that it puts all of the cards on the bottom. So I know essentially what cards I'm going to draw, right? It's like I'm going to get red card into 3, and then I'm going to draw 4, and then I'm going to fez, and I see my whole deck, essentially, right? Which means I'll always find black belt. Wait, what? He's just cycling the Darmanitan, yeah. It's like interesting, right? Because like black belt was technically the right there, but I think this was good. I mean, now they just lose because I know what I'm gonna draw. Also, buddy puffing gets me game 2. There's like multiple things that would have got me game because I could also go actually just like drawing Tatsu gives me game. Because I go like promote Zekrom, bench Tatsu into black belt. I know I'm going to draw black belt as well. So basically the deck was stacked with so many cards I could draw to win the game. This is all good stuff. Pretty cool. Hey, I appreciate it, yeah. I'll always explain why I do things. And like I'll also explain why I'm an idiot too in certain situations. Like I always like hearing like, oh, why didn't you do this and stuff like that? Because I am wrong sometimes. And then this will be game, yeah. It's like pretty unique though. Like now that you can take advantage of black belt, or you can take advantage of red card, because like you know what it's like kind of like Iono, right? It's like you can kind of predict what you're gonna draw. I'm playing Slowking, and if you can fix Bricking and Shaman problem, the deck could be really good for Worlds. Yeah, I mean Slowking's a good deck. It's like pretty strong. I like Slowking. It's fun. I think Ross's list is sick. I think Ross like just made a really good, consistent list. All right, another dub. Moving up slowly. This deck is a grind to play on ladder because it takes so long to play. Queue times. 8 million minute queue times. Yeah, this deck's definitely hard though. It's like the tomes make this deck in a like, how I look at it is like okay, like Zoroark before tomes was like a deck that was like 6 out of 10 in like the difficulty scale, but like now with tomes your deck is like so like hard to play because there's so many like new hypothetical nice hand there's so many new hypothetical lines that pop up that like you could play potentially towards the hypothetical play of doing something, right? Is there a reason why Tome is specifically good in Zora? I mean, Turo was good in multiple decks, so the effect itself is useful. So the reason why Tome is a good card now in a deck like Zoroark is that Zoroark in the past, when it was considered a top tier deck, played 1 to 2 Professor Turo scenario, right? This is before rotation, and you know Turo obviously rotated. When those cards rotated, Zoroark had a very difficult time because you were relegated to playing Scoop Up Cyclone, which is just not a good ace. It's not a bad ace spec. It's just not a great ace spec, right? They're much more powerful ace specs, like Unfair Stamp, Secret Box, things like that, right? So Zoroark felt like it had to play it, but now that you have Tome, you have like the ability to do a lot of like things, if that makes sense, that you didn't have the ability to do in the past. I could hold this 𝙄𝙎𝘼𝘾𝙆𝙎 and then Meowth for Ultra Ball this away. Yeah, I don't think we'll put on the board. Because like next turn we can go Ultra Ball away 𝙄𝙼𝘼𝘆. I need to price check with this deck because there's so many like one-ofs. So I can Ultra Ball away 𝙄𝙼𝘼𝘆 plus maybe the top deck and then get Meowth, set up the board. Zoroark went back to being the difficulty level of Zoroark when I had Turo and such. I was thinking of Zoroark for Worlds and I have 2 months, but I don't know if I can play the deck well enough for my liking. I mean, that's why I'm playing it right now, is to see like if I like the deck enough. Also, what's up, Paracross? How you doing? But like Tome allowed you to play a better ace spec and clean up your board, which was the biggest flaw the deck had. It was its inability to clean up boards. Like Cyclone's a cool card, it's just not very good. If this person, oh, okay, I was about to say, I was like, if this person had Stadium Bump and Switch, I'm going to be very annoyed. This hand is horrible. I've been turn 1 judge. Let's get it. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. I think I get triple Zoroark and just like plan to do nothing this turn. Oh, also we have Reshiram in this. Yeah, okay. So this matchup should just be like an auto win because we have Reshiram. I need to be careful of you though. I don't know what you're cooking. I should have just traded first, but it's fine. Okay. What if I just do this? And then I just like Reshiram next turn and I win? Like pretty likely. 1, 2, 3. 50, 100, 150, 200. I go up to 250 if I ditch boss's orders, which would be like fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go up to 250. They should never do that anyways. And I think we just trade boss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And we just pass for the turn. And then like next turn, if they like attack us with Lopunny, we just bench Reshiram and go baboom. Chill until I hear regional locations for next season. I know. I don't, dude. Pokemon is so frustrating because like we have to wait most likely until next month to know the regional locations. But like back in 2023, they announced some of them like at NEIC, but they're so slow sometimes, and it's just I don't know. Who right man is still playing Lopunny? I don't know. That's a great question. Oh, I cut the 8th Dark Energy for Reshiram right now. Like Reshi's like fine against Dragapult. It's just like kind of good in like a lot of random situations. I mean, you already auto win Slotbox, but I'm trying it out to see if it's good. They didn't do anything after Worlds. No, it was last month, remember? Or last year, it was in July. They announced them in July last year. I remember I was looking how I know this is I was looking through my old tweets a couple days ago and I was like, oh, they did announce this. Like I wasn't tripping. They did actually announce it. I can ditch an energy. It's okay. Do I have Poképad in my... Hopefully it's there. I like don't need you. I don't really want to trade any of this away. Shred KO. Is Slop an auto one because of Zekrom? No, the reason why Slop's an auto one is they can't one-shot you. Their deck literally does not have a card that one-shots you. Like, as long as you don't bench 5 bench Pokemon, they cannot physically one-shot you. So they just lose. Like, it's actually kind of funny to think about. Tord apparently threw like unwinnable, like unlosable situations in top 4 of, or in top 8 of NAIC. So like Tord should have been in top 4, and then Tord probably wins the IC. Is that crazy to think? Like Tord literally, apparently, I guess according to Tord, I'm gonna trust Tord. Tord said he threw back-to-back games that were just like pretty much guaranteed wins, right? If he hits, like, if he doesn't throw, which the likelihood of Tord throwing is like pretty small. I mean, he's actually done it multiple times on stream. Or I guess once or twice. I remember he did it against Shemansky in finals, but like Tord, you know, sometimes throws, right? If he doesn't throw there, he then hits James in an auto win, and then James never wins NAIC. I don't know. Tord just said he had like game winning, but like board states and did something wrong. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, last year it was second week of July they announced them all. Basically what Pokemon will do is with absolutely no, like most likely will happen with like, with no warning, will just drop all their stuff or a large portion of the stuff for next season at like noon Central Time on a random day in July. That's my assumption of what will happen. But yeah, Amazing Blue. It's like their only way to beat you is just turbo flipping heads with Kang, right? Because they have no other way to one shot. So also, has deck be Crustle with Shred on Zekrom enough? Yeah, so you have Ruffian. So Ruffian reads, you discard a tool card and a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So you just play the Ruffian card, they lose their Hero's Cape, and they lose an energy, and it's really bad for them. Do you think it's worth to keep my competitor stuff for Worlds? It depends. Like, what do you value it at? Like, do you, like, is there sentimental value that you have with it that makes you want to keep it? Because it is, I know you said it's your first Worlds, right? Like, that's like one thing to think about, is how much do you value something like that? Like, is that something you're gonna like is that something you're gonna regret selling years from now? That's one of the big things. Gotta ask yourself that. Because some people aren't sentimental like that, but some people are like, hey, this is my very first Worlds. Like, I want to keep all my stuff. So you have to ask yourself that. Apps control stuff? I think so. I like the Darm. The Darm's pretty, like, the Darm, like, opens up a lot of, like, matchups and, like, lines that you can make. It definitely, admittedly, oh, yes, we hit Slopbox. All right, I'll show you what I mean about this matchup. Oh, actually, wait, no, this is Ogre Pond. Never mind. This is actually scarier. I lied. This is not the normal Slopbox deck, I guess. Or the old version. The deck. What ace pick are we on? Secret Box. When you put it like that, I probably should keep it as my first Worlds. I mean, it's up to you, right? I mean, like, you have to ask yourself, like, will you look back and say, I wish I had this stuff? Like, for me, for example, this is going to be my 6th Worlds. I am... The only thing that is making me think about keeping some pieces is that it's in my home. It's like in my hometown where I grew up. I lived about, for the first 5-6 years of my life, I lived about 20 minutes outside of San Francisco. So like this Worlds is like pretty special to me. It's such a cool card. Really a lot of nuance and deck building, which I like. I think it's one with Prism Energy. Oh, gotcha. It's like the, whatever it is. What's his name? It's the Matthew Hubbard variant. Hey, this is definitely a much scarier matchup. Different little sketch. Yeah, this one is losable. I mean, it's going to come down to their ability also, to be fair, to set up an ogre pawn. So unfortunately a useless top deck. But I appreciate the effort of trying to give me it. This hand's like fine. I mean, I can kind of just bail on this turn entirely, which is okay. All right, Tatsu did not deliver the goods. There's nobody in this version. Stop always getting turn to attack against Zoro. Always happens. How soon do we get the first few majors for next season? We should get them in a month from now. I don't play 𝙇𝙄𝙎𝙏, yeah. But 𝙇𝙄𝙎 would have been pretty good there. It's kind of bad now. It's not looking great. The play is going to have to be like... I mean, it's becoming more and more difficult, but... Darm is going to have to get in there at some point and cook up something. We could have scratched too. That was another thing I thought about. I was like, ooh, we can scratch here. That could be cool. Okay, they're bossing. Bringing up the Zorua. I'm not really loving any decks right now, so I really want to play a deck that pushes me as a player, help me learn as Zoroark, a good deck to help me learn a decision making. Yeah, I mean, also Dragapult's a good deck too to learn too. Like, I mean, I definitely am like pro try Dragapult and see if you like it. Like, definitely one thing I would support. Hello, Zoroark. Really appreciate you showing up. A little late though. A little late. Oh, Ruffian. Not great. Hi, have you ever had a deck that no matter how much time you put in doesn't work for you? Yeah, Mewtwo. That was a deck I tried a lot and couldn't get it to work. I don't know what happened. It was just a deck where I was like, I felt like I was close to getting the deck good and I just couldn't get the deck to set up. It was like so frustrating because I was like, this deck has to be playable. Like, it seems like a good deck, right? It's like you sit down and you try it and you're like, okay, this deck's got some potential. And then you play it and you're like, this is a disaster of a deck. Might see that super high. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, it's good. Always good to be confident. Confidence is important. It's better to be confident than not confident. I guess that's how I would put it. Wait. I don't need you. There's a Zorua, right? No, there's not. Okay, well then that's fine because I wanted to thin that out anyways. I don't really want to attack here. Do I just go for the big red card black belt play next turn? Like, attacking just is kind of mid. And then I just get nuked by Ogre Pawn. If you're gonna play Team Rocket deck, play Honchkrow. Okay, well. Okay, well, there's the pieces. I mean, I can tome. What do I want to do here? Do I just go tome red card, boss's orders up an ogre pond? No, that doesn't work either. This is kind of bad now, actually. All right, we'll pass. Oh, actually, this is not terrible for me. So what I'll do is I'll pass, and then next turn I'll go Binding Mochi, Petulant, Boss's Orders, kill the Ogerpon, and I discard all my energies. Which means that then the Ogerpon might not be able to... No, wait, no, it does still KO me. It's not like... Never mind, never mind. Alright, it's bad. This is bad. But even if this price is fine. Yeah, the Ogerpon one is much more difficult if they turn one kill you. Definitely realizing that right now. I played Dragon Ball over a year and a half and I can't seem to manage anything relevant, especially recently. I mean, people are good with different decks, right? Like, that's like one thing to think about. It's like I feel way better with Dragapult than a lot of other decks in the format. It's like the two decks that I felt pretty comfortable with are like Gardevoir and Dragapult. Backdraft action, yeah, maybe. What I'm thinking about. This is like becoming pretty bad though. There might not be any drafting here, unfortunately. All right, this variant of Slotbox is bad. I will agree to that. This variant is atrocious. Okay, what am I even gonna do here? Yep. Nah, it's cooked. It's cooked. All right, we're out. Okay, I mean, we did get turn one killed, so it's like not a whole lot we could do. 20 pawns. I don't know. They gotta leave me alone. I break like 4 to 5 starting hands in a row trying to 4 Prism Slop and just dropped it after that. Now the deck plays like Prime Catcher, I think, right? Also, I can't really like clutch. It's all just bad. Unbearable with right now. I'm trying Bolt. I think NAIC list for Slotbox doesn't seem great. The NAIC list for Slotbox, I don't know if it will actually do well at Worlds. I like definitely am like pretty. What's the word? Suspect on it. So. Pretty suspect. Pretty suspect. All right, try again. I will go first. This deck does sometimes feel like a casino. It's like, do I find Buddy Puffin? Guardy was my favorite deck. I just love this so much. Can't find anything. Yeah. No, not the Meow start. Much hide and seek. I haven't tested it yet. There's a Chi-Yu in the active. You know, actually the hardest thing with this deck is like obviously the tomes, but the second hardest thing is the discards. It's like your discards are really messy with this deck on like actually what can you get rid of. That's like one thing I keep running into repeatedly as I play this deck is, okay, can I actually discard this? This was great, but the dub depended totally on dodging Crustle. There were yeah, multiple Crustles around. Are they definitely playing Chicken Bolt? Ah, yeah, Chicken Bolt. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, I mean, but like you could also say like you could say that about a lot of people's runs, right? Like, you could say the same thing about like Rahul's run. It's like Rahul's run was entirely matchup based, but he made a statistically good call, so his deck was just really good for the tournament. Like, he was statistically favored to not hit all the bad matchups that he hit, or like, you know, aren't you based before the last 2 rotations? I mean, it definitely is. Like, there definitely is a lot more variance that they're like in the this hand is just so bad. I repeatedly wanted second red card. I actually wanted to mention that. The red card is something that I keep running into that I want another one of. I think playing a crust deck and pull for worlds. Potentially, yeah. I would probably consider it. What do I have? Okay, we got the Zorua. Have my patch. I have my black belt. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Do I really want to bail into this? I mean, they're board locked, but they could always Aber off the board. Retreat, Aber. No, they probably wouldn't want to do that. Maybe I do go into Tatsu. Yeah, Tatsu's probably fine to have on the board here. Whoa. I mean, I asked for energy, but I don't know about that much. That's crazy. What do I want to ditch here? I think I'm going to want to turn this into an ape, probably. I don't know what just happened, but not expecting to hit that many. I don't need you. Tracked. Yeah, of course, of course. I think this thing called work in the morning. Yeah, I get it. What's up, Crumbion? I think after Crustle Domination, last 2 majors will be taken for Worlds, will be included. Yeah, I'm not gonna play a deck that folds to Crustle, most likely. I don't want to do that. Seems kind of mid. Just auto. Well, actually, especially for Worlds, like losing to Crustle is like increasingly bad because a lot of players will, a decent amount of Worlds competitors will literally play Crustle because either they think it's broken or they don't think they're good enough to beat top players on 50-50 decks in the format. So like that's like potentially what will happen, right? Is that we'll see players just be like, okay, I just don't want to think at Worlds. If I hit all the right matchups, I will do well and I don't have to outplay my opponent, right? Like Worlds is the event to do that at. You just basically completely gamble that you will hit the right matchups. But like, let's say at a regional championship, the reason to do that is much weaker because if you are a Worlds caliber player, you should be better than like a lot of the average players, if that makes sense. Like that's how I look at it personally. Yeah, I'll just, I don't know. Trade. Book. That was a dodge crustal. I haven't tried it yet, but I want to. Was there a secret box? Discards. Play unfair sound. That's true. Maybe it's good. See it. Am I ever just trading think I am. I guess if I find tome, I could tome that. Maybe this is better. Yeah, I'll do this and then trade. No tome. Okay. Nothing good. However, if they do think they can punch a Zoroark, we can't just drop pressure him. At Worlds, I played Iron Thorns and one of my buddies made. See, I didn't think Tord won the other thing against Crustle and AIC. Well, because you play Ruffian. Zoroark beats Crustle if you play Ruffian. You just destroy their Hero's Cape. Also, for PTCG, is it correct to build your deck to be good into most things possible? It's better to play the percentage game. I mean, like, you definitely want to go to a tournament with a deck that's like, I mean, like, there's fundamentally bad decks that have good matchups, like Crustle. Like, Crustle's like a draw, attach, pass deck, right? It's like fundamentally, it doesn't do the normal things that a fundamentally sound deck does, right? However, it has an overpowered ability. It's extremely good. I want to draw a supporter that I can just trade away here, which would be you. Dude, this deck's inability to find Tome is getting kind of crazy. Okay, hello, Tome. I definitely want to just attach and retreat and attack here. Then I get him with Petch the next turn. I guess I got boss KO the Meowth. Yeah, we definitely just KO the Meowth here. All right, we should be winning this game now pretty comfortably. Like, this is where, like, Zoroark's so good in, like, Zoroark is so good in a situation like this into Dragapult. So how bad their board is? Yes. They definitely needed to pressure more. They gave me unlimited time to set this board up. What the heck? Okay, that's fine. But, like, what the heck? Like this. Actually, I don't want to get rid of I want to get rid of this. This is H. Oh, it is? Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Then hit for 70 one time with Mochi, hoping it's not healing every turn. Yeah. You hit, well, I mean, you hit for one time with Mochi, yeah. Well, you can also take off the spiky energy. Oh, it's Chow's. Interesting. It's all like the same person. It's just like one giant brain. Just one giant brain. I think I wanted to get rid of that Mochi because I really don't want to have to commit both of my stretchers in a situation like this. I mean, I don't even know what they're doing here. That was definitely annoying. How they're gonna beat me is running me out of resources, which is possible. There's like an argument not even to attack next turn, but I think I do. Gamer pull F the coin flips. That's fair. Can I not look at my discard pile? Why is it not letting me look at my discard pile? All right. Oh, there it is. I was like, what's happening? Okay, I'm actually fine with this because, like, I don't really want to trade any of those cards away. And I'm much happier trading some of these away, potentially. Like, I'll take it. Oh my gosh, there's the Kadabra. What a funny card. Miss being able to swing a Darmanitan? What do you mean? We still can. Do we have any tomes left? We got two tomes and a stretcher. All right. Great. Great. What do I do here? Reversal energy. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Definitely quite nice. What do I even want to do here? I'm just gonna pass and lose the Zoroark. I think this will work out in my favor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't know this variant played the Zoroark. Pretty cool. Let's see what happens. Gonna be Kadabra, right? Oh, they're going to the Pult here. Okay. Well, that's good. Venom Dive. I'm gonna run into an energy issue, maybe. Possibly. A little suspect. This. That's good. I really needed to find. I need to find the Petrant. Okay. If I can find the Petrant, I can get down to 2 this turn. and be okay. Need to find it though. It's in the last two. It's in the last 4 cards of the deck. So as long as I draw it here, I'm okay. Okay. Okay, and then I as long as I have my 2 tomes, I can remove this Petch off the board and be okay. 5 again? Yeah. Can I get the tome? Is the tome in the deck? I actually don't know. I think it's in the deck. I could be wrong. If it's not in the deck, I have an issue. If it is in the deck, I win, I think. I think that is literally like the difference in this game is going to be if that tome is there. But oh wait, no, could they just Phantom KO my Petrant? What happens if they Phantom KO my Petrant? What do I do? Oh, maybe I'm going to run out of energies. Yeah, that Zoroark was pretty bad for me. Never mind, never mind. Oh, what could happen here? If they KO the Petch, do I have anything? I'm going to be an energy short. Oh boy. I mean, they shouldn't KO it, right? Like, KOing it's definitely bad. Unless they know I have... Well, is it actually? You're not 𝙄𝙎𝘼. Yeah, we can tome 𝙄𝙎𝘼 too. I just don't know if it's in the deck. So there's a lot of question marks here. I don't know if things are there. Well, I hope it's there. As long as it's not in my last 2 prizes. Oh gosh. Is it the last card? I don't know if it's there. All right, we'll see if it's there. We get a cheeky deck check with Tatsu. I mean, I'm losing the game immediately if it's not there anyway, so it's fine. Like, I'm scooping if it's not there. So if it's not there, we had a 50-50 to grab it. Okay, it's there. Whew, okay. That was close. Easy dub. Dude, no. Is my darn broken? Oh, there it is. Okay. My darn was having a stroke. Tomes are sick. Yeah, tomes are pretty cool. Like, as long as it was there. Okay, that game got way closer than it should have because of Zoroark, which was definitely something I need to be careful of, so that doesn't happen again. But hey, we got the dub. That's alright, sure. I have it in the deck right now. All right. got there? What's the record today? I don't know. If they start the turn with, yeah. So you only lose the game by deck out if you if your opponent starts their turn and they pass to you, and then basically you can never start your turn with 0 cards in your deck. Yo, Court of Ascending, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. All right, that's a good starter. Actually, one of your best starters in this deck is actually Zekrom. Ooh, the Crystal. Okay, so I actually want to show this matchup because this matchup's really interesting. I'll take the mulligan. This matchup is not bad by any means with Ruffian. It's just, can you reach Ruffian, you know? It's the $1 million question. Can you reach the rough? It didn't do very much. We'll take it. I like my hand, so I think I just hold. Well, I mean, actually, maybe I do lilies. Nah, we'll just hold. I got everything I need. Largely. It's pretty good. And I have Mochi, like, end Zoroark. It's like, what really more can I ask for? I'm not KOing next turn, but... This is actually one matchup where Itchy Pollen's good. Like, if I could have Itchied this Kenga here, like, trapped themselves out of Buddy Puffin potentially, then I could actually just win the game the next turn. But I didn't have the switch card to go into that regardless. I would have had the lilies and find a piece, which was definitely very possible to do so, but you know, fine with it. Ooh, what we have here. I don't even think it's worth to go for the play. I think I'm pretty content just Lilizine. I just don't want to ditch anything from this hand particularly, so I guess I could reasonably hit for 290 here and then Monkey KO shred this. I think that's actually potentially viable to do. So maybe we will attach this here. Yeah, Petra and Energy would be pretty nice. Well, it's not Petra and Energy, but it's pretty good other than that. I shouldn't evolve this first. So you actually should trade before this. It's not a huge deal with this deck, but it's something that's technically correct to do. It's like trade and then evolve, and then trade and then evolve. And then we'll Monkey KO. Subjugating. Like little things like that, you know, typically don't matter, but... And I have no idea why they're also loading this up. It seems pretty mediocre. Then we'll take 10 and then we'll Monkey KO it. But I want to evolve all my Zors at the same time. That is fair. Just slam him on the board. You know, like sometimes when people draw into triple dry cloak, they're like bang, bang, bang. They're just like, just barf up all the dry cloaks on the board. But in reality, it's actually like a small mistake because you give your opponent hand knowledge. Yeah. Do you B draw at the same time? Yeah, just dump them all on the board. Be like, I'm so awesome. You know, the interesting thing here is they don't really have a good, like, well, what do they actually do here, right? It's like them committing these energies to Kang was just so bad. Like, they should have definitely gone here. Because now they're in this awful situation. Okay. Community center. This surprisingly stops me from the winning. I guess KOing doesn't shred. I mean, I can still shred this turn, so. Yeah, the 3 Beedrill, just slam him on the board. Play his aura. Trade. Trade. This is pretty good. I don't even want to heal this damage. This is kind of funny. I don't even want to heal the damage, right? 20. Actually, no, maybe I do. Nah, I don't want to heal it. My Joker. Shred for 110. All right, what do they do here? What do they got? What do they got? All right, triple heads, lock it in here. We are hitting 3 heads. This is happening. Let's go. We're lucky. I'm kind of worried as a Rosic. Like, the only thing I could think of that would be problematic here. Trade. Bye. Goodbye. Really want to find an energy. Can I find an energy? Man, like, where are my energies? Do I just KO the active here? Places that cannot find energy? Yeah, it's true. I guess I'm kind of down to KO active here. They attached a Crustle. It's kind of whatever. Shred for 110 is pretty nice. I mean, what do? They don't have Crispin, right? So I'd assume they don't have Crispin. Petrol. Okay, they can't Zoroark this turn then. Okay, now I prized Ruffian, right? I'm pretty sure I prized the Ruffian. So little spooky. I think it's prized, or else I have game. Yeah, I did prize. Dude, why is the Ruffian prize, man? Hello. Oh, annoying. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine. Yeah, I'm hanging in there. I don't think I want to trade anymore. It's like, I think I can't lose to Zoroark, and I don't want to dump more stuff and then draw more good stuff. And like, this hand's like pretty dumb. A lot of these cards are dumpable. It's made a 𝙇𝙄𝙎𝙏 deck myself. Ooh, pretty cool. 𝙇𝙄𝙎's like actually a pretty fun deck. It's just like, can it survive a watchtower? Tone PP up. Dharm to KO Crustle? No, so Dharm only works basics. That's the problem. The Dharm backdraft only works for basics. So the problem is deck has like no basics. So this is really funny. So I played Crustle to Prague, and in day one I hit a Zoroark, and I was like panicking because like I wasn't drawing very well, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a Darmanitan on the board. They're just going to blow up my Crustle and I lose the game, right? And they never went for the play, and I was like, wait, what am wait, what, why? And then I thought, like, a couple days after the event, I was like, oh, Darmanitan doesn't work like that. That was like one of those epic brain fart moments where you're like, I should really read what my cards do. Yes, that's like, I was like, dang, like this person like doesn't know what they're doing. And I was like, wait, I don't know what it's like, I don't know what they're doing. I tried to use Koraidon EX to KO and Alakazam. Oh, did you not take into account weakness? Oh, KO'd by damage. Oh, that's pretty funny. If I lose this game because I prized Ruffian, I will be very pissed. If Ruffian being in my last 3 prizes tanks this game, this will be a very sad moment. However, I mean, they only used 1 ice cream cone this turn, so maybe they don't have any more. Okay. The heck does this thing do? Oh. Yes, it was the Gust for only basics. It's only basics, though. Yeah. Okay, the one good thing about this is I can red card them. 5th boss, yes. This is okay, though. I can go red card, punch, and then I put them in a really interesting situation. I also... So, funny enough here, I don't actually want to petch... Actually, wait, no. If I have Mochi, don't I win? I guess if I hit Mochi, I win the game. 110. If I miss, though, I would never want to leave this with 30 because they could do the thingy. There's this Farfetch that does 30 damage for colors and says discard special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Missed and stop it, yeah. Okay, that's game, right? Yes. This matchup's like pretty free, especially if you have Ruffian. Like as I said, I prized Ruffian, but dude, Ruffian makes this matchup like unlosable. Like wiping Hero's Cape, so good. So good. Extremely good. All right. All right, next one. Level 98. You know, there's people that are like, what is it? Isn't there someone who's like level like 600 or something like that? Just something obscene. Like I cannot do that. Is this towards 60? Nah, it's one card different. Multiple energy. No, it takes away an energy and a tool card. So you take a Hero's Cape and then you take energy of choice, a special energy of choice. Which go for Resh? I cut the 𝙄𝙄𝙎𝙏. I cut the 8th energy I had yesterday for Resh. I'm just trying Reshiram out. I haven't used it yet. It has not been good. The Resh might get taken out of the deck. But like that last spot is just like kind of a blank card, it's felt like. I don't know. Don't know what it should be. Buddy Puffin, let's go. Bad starter, but hopefully it's not a Hydrapple deck. Oh, I price doubles or it's not good. Oh, there's a few problems here. There are multiple problems. It is like, okay, Hydrapple is this deck's worst matchup. Like, there are some plays that you can make into the deck, but it's pretty bad. Yeah, what's up? Gabu. I'll go for Ruffian. Yeah. So like a Blowtorch with supporter. Wonder if Blowtorch is splashable in some of this. Maybe. How's Arc feeling? It's okay. It's Festival Lead. Okay, this matchup's better. Need Drapion for Hydrapple? Yeah, because you can paralyze and they don't play a switch card, right? That's the whole reason behind it, right? Okay, if I can kill the Grookey, I guess I can kill double Applin here. That'd be pretty sick. All right, energy plus Pokepad. One time. Okay, it's not great. I mean, actually, it's fine. Shouldn't be complaining. This hand's like okay. Let's see. Trade. Boss round takes 6, yeah. Oh boy, that's bad. We didn't draw into anything. You know, I mean, that's not super surprising. Like the Zoroark deck is not like the tome version. It is the tome version, yeah. The tomes. Give up that guy. Send it to the Shadow Realm. Okay, we're gonna figure this one out. This is gonna be an epic dub. All right, there is a Dipplin. That is an issue. There is a Thwacky. That is also an issue. Kind of funny. We probably would have just like won the game if we got the Darm there, but alas. Ooh, they got the Shaman too. They got the Yveltal bait. Yveltal bait. Okay, so what do we do here? Yveltal. Probably doesn't work. I mean, I see it was a good experience. Definitely one of my weaker events of the past several years. Could have been better, but it's always fun to play. Especially like at NAIC, it's always a fun event. My play is like kill Thwacky this turn, if I can. Energy. That was too much to ask for. Energy. It's too much to ask for. It's a dead card. This does very much. All right, Lilies. See what I get. Good cards, please. Oh, there's all my energies. They were hiding. The energies not showing up. I use this deck, but I was terrible with it. Even Yoshiyuki had those results, so that difference between Tord and everyone else is huge. How does he do it? He's very good at the game. Tord's very good. Also, Tord probably had more games than the deck. You know? Gotta believe in Tord. In the Tord that believes in you. Yes, yes. Everyone needs to have a Tord that believes in you in your life. Or that believes you can be a Tord. When you're playing NAIC, I played Dragapult Rapska. Will I change anything from it? I mean, the archetype itself, probably not. I thought the list was like pretty good, you know, but well, okay, we're out of here. All right, one deck this deck does not beat is Festival Lead. I will accept that as a fact. This deck does not like green things. One thing that I've learned here. This deck is not a green deck enjoyer. This support lets you do 80 more if they have 0 card hand. I just read that. No, the card's not legal yet. Yveltal Monkey. It's not gonna be enough to win, most likely. I think that was John Mostaway. Oh. That's funny. Festival League doesn't beat Pulse, it's not real. Yeah, I mean, like, Festival League is just not a good deck anymore. Because it can't beat Dragapult. Yes, if only we drew the Pokepad. Yeah. Normally this would be like really bad, but like not a big deal because we can get it out of the active. The sand is bad though. Sand's pretty terrible. Ravage is bait in the mirror. Well, I mean that's like the whole point of the card. It's like force them to bring it up. Geez, their board is like, I guess I can fit 2 more things. It's still not great. Them having Yveltal on the board is like horrible. Dude, what is the hand? All right, Lily's into Buddy Puffin, Energy, Lily's to turn. Okay, that's pretty. That's pretty much what I asked for. It's pretty good. I can't lie. Pretty good hand. Pretty good draw there too. Okay. I'll take it. One of those hands. There was a heavy Duskline Pulp built with Patrat, which I thought was interesting. I could try Liam's build, maybe. It hasn't been good so far. The Enzreshi's been useless. Kind of want second Pokepad. It's one thing that I want. I want second Pokepad or second red card. Not sure. Did Liam's build have triple Pokepad? Was it triple Pokepad, 1 Ultra Ball? Or what was the... I think 3-pad, 1 Ultra. Okay, so it's just flipped. Just flipped, essentially. Tord's just so good at resource managing. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna play 3 Ultra Ball. I know what I'm discarding all the time. I got this. I know what I'm shipping away. They literally have no Petrant on the board. I don't know why. There's no Petrant, which means I can just sit and do absolutely nothing and chill out. I think I want to Serrano this turn. Or maybe I should have traded for... Yeah, I should have traded first. It's like not a big deal, but... Yeah, I should have traded first and then attracted. But now, like, if I did it like this, I think I'm just gonna Lilies. Okay, well, there's Serrano. Screw into it. Yeah, it should have been trade, then look for Serrano, and then trade away the Zorua. That was the play, I think. None of these are good to discard, I guess, except the Ultra Ball. Yeah, it's fine to discard. All right, that's a good discard. I just pass. Been hard deciding what to discard. Yeah, that's like the one thing. Well, the one thing that's like tough about this list here, right, is that there's a lot of one-ofs, and like you have box and 3 Ultra Ball, which like makes it really tricky on what to toss away. Like that's been like one thing I've realized. Like this is a deck you have to price check with. Yeah. Like you definitely need to price check with this deck. If you like play it. Like that's like what I'll probably start doing. I might play a tournament at some point with this deck, like online, and I'll definitely like price check, I think. Is the mirror set mostly target attackers or less viable with the books? No, I mean it's actually still the same thing, Rotom, for the most part. For my experience, it's very similar. It's just a prize race, but like the tomes add a little bit of depth in some situations. Like you can turn things into Zoruas. Having fun trading? Yo, what's up, Night Owls? How you doing? Yeah, trading's been pretty fun here. Now I think I Tatsu because I want to find Mochi. So I'd want to thin out here. Didn't happen. It's okay though. Trade, 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 trade. Okay. The books do make it like a little bit easier sometimes to like reestablish Petrant if they try and chase it. Like that's like that's like something they'll try and do occasionally. I think Polt needs to play Shaman now because Slowking will probably rise in popularity. I mean, at that point you just play Rapska. If you're ever considering playing Shaman and Dragapult, just play Rapska at that point. What do you think about the Sofuentes build with no patch? Also, like the Polt matchup is already fine to begin with. I think like if you're trying to like make the matchup really good, then playing Shaman is like worth it. But like if the matchup and if like you're a Polt player and you're like taking a 50-50 to like Slowking, like there becomes an argument of like, would I just rather at that point play another consistency card and accept the 50-50? What do you think about Sofuentes build with no patch and punk helmets? I definitely think you want patch. Patch is pretty good. So I might build a deck later test for tomorrow's casual TCG night. I definitely want to do locals and stuff like that when I'm this next month. But I don't know. I kind of want to speed run the next couple months because like these next few months are going to be boring. Like I'm out of school right now as well. So it's like, I don't have school to do. So I'm going to Mexico this week to go on vacation. And then I will be back for like another like week or two. And then I'll be streaming a bunch, I think during that week. And then I will, yeah, definitely streams throughout like June. July will be kind of up in the air because I'll be out of town for a while, but fun places. Okay, I think the one thing I want here. Are you excited for new set? I am excited for new set. Yeah. Definitely looking forward to it. I think I black belt this turn. Trade. Do you play Taurus or Chiyu for Crust Tech? If Chi, I haven't tested Chiyu versus Crustle, but if Chiyu beats Crustle, then you want to play Chiyu. At that point, Chiyu is just better. Oh, I should have Tatsu'd. But honestly, I guess I should have Tatsu'd and taken a bad card and put it on the bottom. That would have been the right play. Did I Tatsu? Yeah. This is pretty cool because we can evolve that now. This card is useless. Yeah, the 2-draw with Chi is kind of cool, right? Kind of sick. Knight Joker. Yes, the draw 2 is pretty tough. Do you think the Ghost Veil Archetype is going to be good? I think it'll be decent, yeah. I mean, if it's doing well in Japan, like, there's something there, right? And like, can North Americans and like with like North American events like Worlds, for example, I guess actually TPCI events, like will we see like the adaptation? Should be dub here. Do you often have new sets before big events? Do they? Yes, they do. I mean, I'm like, sets have to come out at some point, right? Like throughout the year. So normally they come out a lot of the time right before events. But this is the first time that we've had a major new set for the World Championships in a few years. So yes, there were multiple mini sets that have came out. For example, the one that came out with things like Serendipity, right? 2024 Worlds, 2025. There was no new set, right? There was no mini set in 2025. 2023 there was, I think. 2022 the mini set had Radiant Charizard and Pokestop, I believe. But pre-COVID, actually, they oftentimes would release major sets before the World Championships, or they would rotate. For example, like in 2019 they literally did rotation right before Worlds, which was pretty hilarious. Like Zoroark literally won NAIC, Zoroark GX, and then it rotated out before Worlds. And a new set came out too, so that was just chaos, and just complete chaos. You need the red card here, just an FYI. It's Abyss Eye and another. Wait, Pitch Black is the main set. It's Abyss Eye and another. Is it Pitch? Like, do we not have the full set list for? I think we have it for Pitch Black. Do we have it for the other set, or is it just Pitch Black? Because like oftentimes, right, it's like there's two Japanese sets, they combine them for North America and other regions. It's a 1-1. I haven't played for very long, so I thought it was weird to have a new set literally 3 weeks before NAIC. Yeah, it's not too super uncommon, but it's not a mini set. No, this is a big set. This is like a normal set, right? Yeah, they wouldn't have released a set, what was it, like last month, and then waited all the way till like October. Abyss Eye is Pitch Black, which is a main set. Okay, so yeah. So it's called Abyss Eye in Japan, right? It's like less than 80 cards. No, isn't there more than 100 in Pitch Black? Normally they have sets come out exactly 2 weeks before IC, so there's no tourneys for the IC. Yeah. It's pretty cool. New tier unlocked. Ace Rising had 80 plus cards. Golden Mega Darkrai, yeah, 118 cards. Thank you. Oh yeah. Are they kind of moving away from like the 200 card sets? Like, is that just a thing in the past? Was like done with it. Rather big sets. I just want to. I need them to make the new like broken card, right? I want to see some movement in the format. I want them to print a card that people are like, this is BS. Which they used to do. I mean, for anyone who's played for the past almost 20 years, we've seen this happen before. We had Lysander's Trump card, Seismitoad, N was broken, Darkrai was broken, Mewtwo was broken, ADP was broken, Zoroark was broken. There were so many just insane cards that existed, right? The power level was crazy. It's kind of interesting to say this, but Pokemon have more HP now, but a lower power level in some ways than cards from 8 years ago. Like back in the day, back in like 2016, you could item lock your opponent before they even got to play a card. Back in the day, you could shuffle your entire discard pile. I mean, this only lasted for like, I don't know, a month or two. You could shuffle your entire discard pile into your deck with a supporter card. This hand is amazing. Literally, back in the day, you could Shaman, which was a card for anyone who doesn't know, you dropped to 6 cards as an ability 4 times in one turn. Yeah, I mean, I remember. Oh yeah, or there was this deck that was just miserable to play against. This is part of the reason I think why they banned Lysander's trump card. So there was a Seismitoad deck. Seismitoad was a 180 HP water type Pokemon with the attack Quaking Punch, which for a double colorless energy did 30 and item locked. So there was a Slurpuff. The Slurpuff was a fairy type Pokemon that read, if it's, I think, in the active spot, you draw 2. If it's on the bench, you draw 1. So what you do is you set up a bunch of Slurpuffs and stuff. You draw 8 billion cards with it. You'd play a bunch of Crushing Hammers, Hypnotoxic Lasers, things like that, and then you'd Lysander's trump card everything back into the deck. There also was another variant of this deck. I think the deck also had a bunch of Shamans too. You just draw, scoop up, with super scoop up, and just ridiculous stuff. Yes. Infinite Hammers. Yeah, back in the day, Pokemon Catcher, which was basically Boss's Orders, was an item card. And you didn't have to flip. This hand is very bad. This is a oh shit moment. Alright. They're playing Zoroark. There's no way they attack turn 2. Right. You play multiple Lysanders? Yes. Well, the thing is, you had VS Seeker. So it's infinite. You go Lysander's trump card. Put back all your VS Seekers. VS Seeker, Lysander's trump card. You could literally go Shaman drop to 6, Shaman drop to 6, Shaman drop to 6, Shaman drop to 6, play 4 Crushing Hammer in a turn, play a bunch of lasers, super scoop up, start flipping to then draw even more cards with Shaman, and then Lysander's trump card. And put everything back. And they were just like, this is just ridiculous. And they banned it. They were like, this is just, it's not even Pokemon at that point. It's just, yeah. Pokemon's very conservative with what they get rid of. And they shipped that deck or card out of the format very quickly. I think I'm going to lose this game. Let's do it again. Yeah, I want to see something that like people just flip their shit about. Yes. We need that in the Pokemon community. We need the drama card of the format. We need like 𝙁𝙄 on steroids. We need like super mega 𝙁𝙄. Imagine unfair stamping every time your opponent takes a knockout. Yeah. Drunk Hunt for 2 Crushing Hammers. Yes, the good old Darkrai Sableye deck. I remember when I was a kid, so there was a Sableye that had Junk Hunt, you know, which took 2 item cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. So as a kid, like, I'd go to locals, you know, I was at the time 8, and there was this guy that played this Sableye deck with Crushing Hammers and Darkrai. And how the deck worked is you just play a bunch of Crushing Hammers and then Junk Hunt them back. And as a kid who didn't have a very strong deck, that was probably one of the most miserable experiences, and the fact they did not quit after that says quite a bit. It was like this 25-year-old guy who had the ability like to build decks. At the time, as a kid, I didn't have, you know, really any good decks, right? And I just get absolutely mauled repeatedly by that deck. But that is 100 damage and no energy. I like that. But who's too normal now? I mean, he's kind of a bitch right here, but, you know. Well. Scoop. Well, actually, all right. We'll hold out a little longer when Dusknoir is released. You know, wait, Dusknoir came out, what was the first set? It came out in Shrouded Fable, right? Shrouded Fable was a more impactful set that had, what, like 80 cards in it and a bunch of reprints than like a bunch of sets we've had recently. Like, they literally printed a mini set that was better than like the majority of major sets. It's pretty crazy. Hey, they got the cool Zoroarks. Yeah, SFA, yeah. Well, I assume they have boss's orders here. There's the tome, and there is the boss's orders. All right, 𝙁𝙄's pretty good in this situation here. Maybe we got to play 𝙁𝙄. but it was pretty important. I'll draw Tome. Never mind. Oh, wait, do I have Fez in the discard? No. All right, we're out of here. I'd say Monkey is very strong. Oh, wait, Monkey was from that set too? Wait, was Monkey from Shrouded Fable? No, it wasn't, right? No, it was not. It was from the set for NAIC that year. Yeah, I mean, Monkey's one of the best cards in the game. Oh, live tanked. All right, 1 second. One second. The Iris from Shrouded. Ah. For the price of 4, Journey Together, SIR, and Zoroark EX, roughly the price of 1 Ascended Heroes and Zoroark EX. Monkey was Twilight. Yeah, Twilight was what we got right before 2024 NAIC, right? Isn't it crazy that, like, for any Gardevoir enjoyers, that, like, back then, like, people were playing 1 Monkey Dory? Like, I remember my NAIC list, I played 1 Monkey Dory that year. And I look back at that, and I was like, dang, we were just all so stupid. I remember that was Henry Chow's first top cut, and I think he had the second one. We were like, what? 2 Monkey Dory and Gardevoir? This is crazy. Maybe you need Badu for Mirror. Put the 1 full art because he looks cool. This card is useless. This Reshiram is just horrible. Do not play this card. It's just terrible, terrible, terrible card. Yeah. What's a good general deck building tips for people that were trying to be competitive? Just net deck. That first day too? Hey, yeah. Literally, like, the first deck building tip I will give someone is that it's okay to, like, if someone's like brand new trying to get like better at the game, is just like copying lists that are that are actually tested is like a good thing. Who would have thought infinite energy plus moving damage with Monkey Dory would have been super good? I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy people didn't realize that like quick enough. Like, wait, why aren't we just playing 4 of this card? This card is like unfathomably broken. Yeah, in Monkey can attack exactly. No, dude, why am I hitting these decks? Stop it. Just pass. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is where Badu will be clutch. Okay, Badu might show its worth here. Do I drop on a festival late early today? Yeah, that's never fun, right? Liz. Okay. Did you guys game today? I saw a little bit of it, Sharpie. I was out of the house for most of the day. Ooh, let's get it. This is, yeah, Sharpie. This is the run back to the playoffs, though. Book it. Totally not copium. Lilies. Okay, we know they don't got anything, but I need to draw the stupid thing. The Zoroarks. I really want 2 Poképad in this deck. This is getting really annoying. Cut Ruffian? Nah, Ruffian's really good. I don't know, like Ruffian's pretty clutch at times. I mean, I could see cutting it. I think I want to play 2 Poképad. These Ultra Balls are like so annoying. If you prize your Poképad, I mean, in this situation, we used it, but it seems pretty good to have multiple. All right, we're trading cards here. I don't need you. Well, maybe I want you. I don't need you right now. Get out of here. Don't need you. I did not mean to. I meant to PP up. Oops. Wait, have I attached this turn? Actually, wait, no, this is fine. Never mind, never mind. This is actually correct. Need to touch an energy here. Yeah, okay, never mind. We're fine. Okay. I was like, wait. But I actually want to keep PP up around. What matches Ruffian good? Crustle. It just beats Crustle. It's pretty good in like some very niche situations, but like just like sometimes removing energy and stuff is cool. Okay, I can just itchy again and KO. Technically trade first. Goodbye. 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 Don't know. I sure when I have time and I want to. If I'm not motivated to talk Pokemon. Oh no, 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 no. Why, dude? Wait, what? Were they baiting me this whole time? Wait, what? Was this person just baiting this entire game so far? I was like, I'm gonna get this dumbass. Oh boy. Okay. Well, I mean, if they don't get Shaman down, I can go up 3 prizes, which should be enough to win this game. But yikes. A little sus here. I mean, I have KO, right? So, and they can't KO me with the Goldeen, or Seaking, so should be fine. Should be fine. The funny thing is it worked. Yeah, didn't it? Not too bad. But yeah, they did bait me there. They were like, I'm just holding the nuts. Trade. Trade. Okay, I am just... Trade. Guess I'll just thin all this junk out of the deck here, I guess. Seems fine. Just double Ultra Ball. I want to keep this around just in case. Darumaka. Wait, what? What is that? Wait, what's that interaction? Kind of funny. Oh, wait, I need a bot. Oh, wait. Okay. Almost had it malfunction. I like live is so stressful to play because like the lose con of just like doing something, just accidentally just blundering is like legitimately there. I think I'm gonna use that Zoroark to transformative tome it into a Petrant. As long as I do that, this game is over. I mean, this game is just over, actually, anyways, because I can just Darmanitan again next turn, most likely. The tomes are kind of cool. Yeah, tomes are pretty sick. I'm a tome enjoyer. One with the tomes. All right. GG's. Hey, we beat Festival Lead, which is normally not a great matchup, but it can be good if you run him over with Darm like that. You can get them sometimes, and like if they do fully set up, you can try the Yveltal play. It's not always great with Kieran. They play Kieran sometimes 2, or switch a card, but okay. Got some more games in with Zoroark today. Felt pretty decent. I mean, the deck is fun. It's like not too bad. Felt good, but it immediately was pretty valuable there. Maybe Ruffian is like cuttable. Like Ruffian is like definitely a cuttable card. If you don't respect Crustle, then you can cut it. But yeah, just keep moving up over time. Got 4 weeks until the ladder ends anyways, so got plenty of time. I got a busy day tomorrow, so I'm gonna get off for the night. Got a few hours in of some good games. About 2.5 hours in, so anyways, thanks for the follows, everything like that. Thanks for all the support as always. I will update the list in the Discord. I mean, it's just now the Tord list. It's back to the Tord list, so that's the Discord. But anyways, thanks for all the support as always. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great evening or day wherever you might be located. Speak to you guys again soon. Peace out.